Hello. Thanks so much for dropping in. Oh, let me just stop, reset, and start. I have my little timer here. Anyway, I've been doing some experiments on this 1541. Anyway, it's still got issues. It does. This one, which is one that I got quite recently, seems to be quite pleased. And that's always good. Always good. So I'll put everything in the cup. And this is now another screw and another bit. Ugh. We'll put them in this little wee box. Is there anything else here? More bits that may or may not be helpful, but they're all together. So we'll stick them in here. All right. Let's see. Okay. So let's grab this marker. 1541. Got November 2022. Works. Yellowed. Okay. So it's pretty okay. Now, there's no... What is this? Oh my. It's a sacred copy of the December 1984 edition of the T-Pug magazine. And why is it sacred? Well, my brother and I are on the front of it. Maybe I can pop that in between those two. There. Put the discs behind. The discs are falling. Now, even though I'm making room, I don't have a ton of room here. It's not a big table. It is not. So I will turn this off and take this drive, and I think I will set it on its side way over there and put this down beside it. So hopefully I can find it again. Now, this drive, oh, more screws. I need to unfasten and grab bits of it, including the shield, which I suppose I will set back in place, but I'm not going to secure at this time. I am not. Oh, I've got the wire. Oh no, don't get the wires. And I'll put the top on it. But not really secure it. And although it looks nice, it torments me. It's all right, strange. Alignment. Tormenting as it is. And down here on the floor, there's another couple of 1541s on their side. I'll put that on the top. And I'll put that on the top. Oh! And I'll get the little box. And I'll put the screws inside. The one marked good chips and other things. Alright, so we are getting there. We are... Now, there doesn't seem to hardly be room in here for this retro rewind diagnostic cartridge. So maybe the under here is a VIC-20 diagnostic, which I don't have all the bits and pieces for, but maybe this will fit under there as well. That's pretty okay. So, alright. So we have some cables. Power cables are good to have around. Put them up here. Oh, and there's a screw. Is there a screw in this machine? There is. Well, I think I will hang the cables up. I will take this screw, put it in the little box. Put the little box down. Oh, and marvel that the table is coming along. Oh, and there. Oh my. In the keyboard, there's another screw. Oh yeah. So let us poke 53280, comma 0. Changes the background black. Poke 53281, comma 0 makes the background black. And we will find that we have a black screen. 10. Print. I think this works well. Commodore 64. Semicolon. 20. Print. No. Country. Go to 10. And I think this does cool things. Oh yeah. If you look at it, it goes across, it runs, and it's just the right length to look cool, cool, cool. It is. Excuse me one more second while I put this screw into this box with good chips. Okay, so the table is becoming clear. What I really need to do, this is what I call the box room. And the box room has many boxes, many boxes. But I need to sort through them and tidy this up too. Am I going to do that right now? No, I am not. Not at all. I am not. What I really needed was this table to be clear, and it is. And after all that, I'm getting a little tired and a little hungry. But while I think about this, let me think about other things from the world of Commodore. Oh, I talked to so many people. So many people are asking me about my pet collection. Which, of course, that's another thing I have to get to. I have the 31 of them, and I thought I was finished. And I found 7 more in the garage, but I haven't been able to excavate them yet. And now that it's winter, it will be harder, but I still got to do it. I got to get it done. I got to get on it, and I got to start going through the pets and assessing them, and yes, heavens, selling them. Not all, but lots of them. So even under this table here, there's a couple of dual drives, as well as, of course, 1541s. And what is this thing here? There's a 1541 sitting on top of a monitor here. Oh, please let there be a note. There's no note. This could be, and I think it is, the disk drive from the nice people who came over from, I think it was Scotland, I believe. It's rather white. Sorry, rather, it's white and yellowed. And it had many issues. It did. And here is the shielding. I do believe what I ended up doing, I sent my drive away with them so they could enjoy their game playing time in Canada. And we'll see them in a couple of years. But I left that drive with them, so I think I'm just going to set this down on top of these other drives, assuming it will fit. And it does seem to fit. So, I would think it might be approaching the time that and let me just look at this. Oh yeah, okay. You know what, I should grab some more tape. There is tape here. Because the notes on this are taped on, and that's all good. But, you know, oh, excuse me. This chair needs a little lubrication. Don't we all? Anyway. Yeah. I think it might be time for me to turn this off, pull out the power, figure out a place to put the power that I know where it is. Maybe I can tuck it to this table leg, yes. Because it might be that I'm not going to be doing any 64 things here for a little while. One thing I will have to do, though, is figure out how to test things on the monitor. Because certainly the Amiga does not use the same cable. So I'm going to put the 64 ever so carefully under here. And let's look back at this. Let's see if I can turn that off. And I can. Look at that. So yes, December 1984. 38 years ago. For those that don't know, this thing in the front here, that's a television stand my grandmother had. It seemed to be the thing. So we just stuck things in front of it to give the foreground something, which included a bunch of discs, a Commodore 64, PAL 64, Commodore 64 box. And I'm wearing a Commodore computer shirt. I'm in the front. Richard's in the back. He's wearing, I believe, it might be a t-shirt that says Screech, which is, of course, a delicacy of sorts from Newfoundland. And this is the back room, the back bedroom at my grandmother's house. Note the very grandmother-like lamp there. The fans we use to keep everything cool. I still have this monitor. This is a 2031 drive up on the top here. There are, other there's other fan that we use to keep things cool. This was when we were running the Bradley Brothers bulletin board system. This is before it moved to the basement. The posters on the wall. This was one from a World of Commodore. Probably still have it. This is, of course, a Harley-Davidson flag. Might still have it. The posters on the wall were from CFTR 680, when they were still doing musical things. They are now 680 News, which has been swallowed up by City News Toronto. Anyway, we knew, and I still know, a disc jockey of note who was there. His name is Bob Saint, and he too was into Commodore things, and he wanted to do a bulletin board at 680 CFTR. And we bumped into him in Richvale Telecommunications one day as he was gathering things and looking for things. And when we got to talking, and he said he was going to be running a punter bulletin board system, I think I wrote down my name on a piece of paper and said, "You'll need help. Give us a call." He, of course, being a professional, was probably taken a little bit aback by this. But indeed, he called. And of course, we've now known him for almost 40 years. We have. Actually, at one point, he ended up moving and ended up, without even knowing, buying the house right behind us in Toronto. He did. Anyway, he still lives in the old neighborhood, and I kind of wish I did. Anyway, somewhere I probably have these buttons. Also, on my finger is a ring. And the ring is, if I'm not mistaken, it's a skull wearing a top hat, smoking a cigarette. No, do I wear top hats? Not often. Do I smoke cigarettes? No, not really. But anyway, it was one of those things. And of course, I'm holding a copy of the T-Pug magazine that has Santa and other such things. Maybe it's from the year before. Or maybe it's the month before. Or, I don't know. Anyway, it's sometime. I'd have to look it up. I could figure it out. Anyway, funny thing is, I don't know if we had anything much in the way of articles in this issue. But there it is. It is indeed. And of course, we have a Canadian flag. Woohoo! Anyway. And how many pets? 1, 2, 3. Looks like a Commodore 64 monitor with something on top. So probably there's a 64 behind me, and there's certainly a 64 here. Anyway, I'll just tuck that back here between the on-air signs. Got to get more batteries for that. So I'm feeling kind of tired and kind of hungry. So I'm suspecting that what I should do, I wonder if this will go back any further. Oh, not really. Not really. Anyway, what I should do is gather myself and figure and grab either the Amiga 2000 or 4000, figure out how I'm actually going to test it once I have opened it up and looked for the dreaded battery damage, which I'm really hoping when I open it up I find that the batteries aren't there. But I don't believe it. Anyway. Well, I think that's it. I think that's all. I have indeed set a timer so that I don't make files that are too big for my computer to recognize the files when I try and copy them off and process them. So stay tuned. I suspect the Amiga 2000 is coming up next, and then we'll see. Certainly the machine looks very good. I think there's a slight bit of discoloration on the front, but cosmetically speaking, otherwise, it's quite lovely. And yes, I have, from what I can tell, the original box. So, thanks for coming. Hope you had a good time if you made it to the World of Commodore. And, if you did try online or if you were in person and you have any comments about things that could have been better, I'm sure the organizers would love to hear. So don't hesitate to speak your mind, good, bad, or middle of the road. Because ultimately they just want the event to be as good as it can be for everybody, and they want to keep doing it year after year after year. All right. I am hungry. Bye for now. Oh. Onward.